Hey guys, today I'm going to be replacing the rear speakers in my 2005 Toyota Camry. Here's the new speakers and here's how we're going to get it done. Here's what you're going to need to get it done. You're going to need a ratchet with a 10mm socket and a Phillips head screwdriver. And of course you're going to need your new speakers. I got mine from the junkyard. I started by removing the right speaker. It's 4 10mm bolts, then I moved on to the left. Now, I had already taken all the stuff out and got into the speakers as I forgot to record in the beginning. So, I'm going to show you how to put it all back together at the end, and it's just the opposite of that to take it apart. Once I took the old speakers out, I could definitely tell they were blown. So, out with the old and in with the new. So, you want to put the shorter corded speaker on the right side, the passenger side, and the longer corded on the driver's side, because that's the way they reach their plugs. The connectors I got from the speakers from the junkyard were a little bit different. On the bottom they had a groove where the other speaker had it on the side. So the only way to fix this was to file the bottom groove down, and then they clicked right in. So as you can see after the filing, they're both basically the same. So now I'm going to go see if they fit. Now let's see if I can get a satisfying click for you guys. Here we go. That was pretty good. Now let's get back to work. Next I went and I tested to see if the speaker was working, as I didn't get to do this in the junkyard. But you should always test your speakers before you buy them. This is just a dumb mistake by me.
You can now be free of IRS collection
It
efforts by
works,
taking
yay!
advantage of
Now I'm gonna
special
turn it off and let's continue on. Next I put the speakers back in using the same 10mm bolts. I like to go in a crisscross pattern as to put the same amount of pressure on the whole speaker. With the passenger side done, I moved on to the driver's side. So this is how you take the rear interior apart to get to the speakers. So first you pull the seats down, then you pull the two plastic pieces off both the passenger and driver's side pillars. Next, behind the seats are little pegs, and this is why you need the Phillips head screwdriver. You loosen them with that, then once you get them mostly out, you can pull them out or pry them out with the same screwdriver or a flathead. Next, you pull up on the rear card. Be careful not to hit any wires, and you want to first pull off and unplug the rear third tail light. Be careful when unplugging this, just lift it up slightly, push down on the tab and pull out carefully. Next, lift the card off, pull it down along the seat belts, and we were looking at the bottom of these speaker covers to drill out because they don't go back in. Someone had broken them off on my car. I believe you can get aftermarket versions of these, but we decided to try to drill them out, and I'll show you how we did that. So we drilled them out, and then I found screws that were about this size. We drilled those in. This wasn't the best fit. The covers broke a little bit, but it was good enough for me. I'd recommend maybe looking for the aftermarket covers. Once we screwed those in, we put everything back together, just the same as we took it apart, so I'll just time lapse this. Here's the final product. I'm pretty happy with it. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing and give me a thumbs up. Thank you.